My memories are a series of backyard cul-de-sacs that smell of fresh cut grass and juniper, and Wyoming sunsets burned and crickets sang their heart. The sky turned orange and mother called us in from the day.
Hello, my name is Tyler Stenson, and I am a singer-songwriter from Portland, Oregon. And I recorded an album in 2008 called See That Gleam. And although I really loved the songs, and although I was mostly proud of it, I wasn't fully proud of it. So what I've done is I've gone back and completely re-recorded that 2008 album. And I will be releasing another Gleam at Someday Lounge in Portland, Oregon on June 17th with the very talented band The Druthers. I'm making these videos today to discuss each track and to talk about the meanings behind it, the inside scoop, and all of that other good stuff. If you ask me what my favorite song that I have ever written is, I would say track number 13, Babysitting the Cowboy. And this is a song that's been around for a long time. I recorded it in 2006 for my Orange Chrome Sky album. I re-recorded it for See That Gleam, but as you know, Another Gleam, the 2011 album, is a complete re-recording of See That Gleam. So here we are again with version number 3. But Babysitting the Cowboy is special to me because it was about a childhood memory, and it was a poem before it was ever a song. In 2004, I took a poetry class at the University of Oregon, and the assignment was to write descriptively about a childhood memory. And so I thought back to this time in Lander, Wyoming on Bellevue Avenue, when I was playing in the backyard of my babysitter's house. And she had this broken down riding lawnmower that was kind of shoved off in the shade to the side. And I remember playing on that thing and thinking it was a big John Deere tractor, and I remember feeling very important and daydreaming about being a farmer and a cowboy and feeding hungry mouths and corralling cattle before the dust storm. And just really a child lost in a daydream. And so when assigned to write a poem about a childhood memory, that was the first one that popped in my mind. And so you'll notice this song doesn't really follow a very rigid scheme. And so you can tell it was a poem before it was ever a song, because it does has an ebb and flow to it, and it's not really too rigid in its structure. And so I wrote this also in one sitting. This is one of the few songs that I've written in one sitting. And this was an hour before poetry class, and the assignment was due, and I spent over a year writing most of my songs, but for some reason this one to get the assignment done, just kind of puked it out, and I'm really happy I puked what I puked. And so Babysitting the Cowboy was written in one sitting, and it was a poem long before a song. And kind of a funny thing about this is we went to class and read our poems, and then my teacher sat back and said, okay, well, now that you've written a descriptive childhood memory about yourself, the next step of the challenge was to introduce another character. And so 3/4 of the way through the song, you'll notice that my babysitter Lisa makes her appearance. And Lisa, please watch over me and write it down in your memory that I was a child lost in a daydream. And a little bit of a funny anecdote is that I'm still in touch with Lisa today, and she was actually at a show I played last weekend. And so her kids think she's pretty famous because her name gets mentioned in a song. And so Babysitting the Cowboy is track number 13 off of my new album. And like I said before, it's truly one of my favorite that I've ever written. It will never be a radio hit. It will never be, probably won't be most people's favorites, but it is mine. And so I hope you like it.
Lisa, please watch over me. Write it down in your memories that I was a child lost in a daydream. And she would say that only boring people get bored. And so today I'll be plowing the field, corralling cattle before the dust storm.